Namaste and welcome to Omniscient Astrologer once again. Today we are diving into a fascinating astrological event, the transit of Mars into Ardra Nakshatra. Now, this is a powerful alignment that combines the fierce, action oriented energy of Mars with the transformational, stormy qualities of Ardra Nakshatra. We will break down what this means for you and how it could shape your life in the coming weeks. Let's start by understanding what Mars and Ardra Nakshatra represent on their own. Mars, as many of you know, is the planet of action, energy, and courage. It's often called the warrior planet. Mars gives us that fiery drive to take action, confront challenges, and assert ourselves. Whether it's physical strength, mental endurance, or sheer willpower, Mars is the planet that pushes us to move forward. We need to imagine it as the fuel that drives us towards our goals. Now, what happens when Mars moves into Ardra Nakshatra? Ardra is a nakshatra that is ruled by Rudra, the fierce form of Lord Shiva, the god of storms and destruction. But here is the thing, destruction in Ardra is not necessarily negative. It's about breaking down what no longer serves us. Any emotional baggage, old habits, or outdated beliefs, and allowing space for renewal. Adra's symbol is a teardrop, representing intense emotions and the storms we must weather before we experience a fresh start. So, when Mars, our planet of action, moves into this nakshatra, we get a blend of intense, sometimes disruptive energy with the opportunity for personal and emotional transformation. It's like a cosmic storm that forces you to confront things you might have avoided, but ultimately leaves you stronger and ready for new beginnings. Now, let's understand the impact of this transit of Mars in Ardra on all the Lagnas. For Aries Lagna, this Mars transit falls in your third house, which deals with communication, courage, and your immediate environment, including siblings and close friends. So, Aries, Mars is your ruling planet, and it's already a powerful force in your life. But now, with this transit, you will feel an even stronger urge to speak up, take initiative, and act on your ideas. Imagine you have been holding back on something, a project at work, a bold idea, or maybe a conversation with someone close to you. Well, Mars in Adra is pushing you to break that silence. You will feel an intense drive to communicate and express yourself more clearly and forcefully. Whether it's about pitching a new idea at work or resolving long standing issues with a sibling, this is the time to speak your truth. But remember, Aries, with all this assertive energy, there is a need for balance. Mars can make your words sharper than intended. So while you are being bold, be mindful of how you deliver your message. The key here is control. Use this energy to push forward with projects, but don't let it lead to unnecessary conflicts. For Taurus Lagna, this Mars transit affects your second house, the house of finances, family values, and material possessions. Taurus, you're all about stability, and Mars is here to shake things up a little. This transit encourages you to take control of your financial situation. Maybe you have been thinking about creating a budget, starting an investment, or even having a difficult conversation about shared resources with family. Well, this is the time to act. Mars gives you the courage to address money matters head on, whether it's clearing up debts, making a bold purchase, or reassessing what truly matters to you. And while Mars is all about action, it's also important to think things through. Taurus, this is not a time for impulsive decisions. You want to make sure you are balancing fiery energy with Saturn like patience. Family discussions are also going to be key during this transit. If there has been tension around shared finances or family values, Mars will push you to have those conversations. But be careful, Mars can sometimes lead to confrontations. So you need to keep the goal in your mind. Clarity and resolution is the goal and not conflict. Gemini Lagna folks, Mars is transiting your first house, which represents your self image, personal growth, and how you present yourself to the world. This is a time of personal empowerment. If you have been thinking about making changes to your appearance, health, or personal habits, Mars is giving you the drive and determination to follow through. This is the perfect time to start a new workout routine, improve your diet, or adopt a new look. Mars in the first house boosts your self confidence, and in Ardra, this energy gets a transformative twist as well. You might feel compelled to take bold steps in both your personal and professional life. However, remember that Mars can sometimes push us towards impulsive decisions. So take action, but do not rush into things without reflecting first. Cancer Lagna. For you, Mars is transiting in your 12th house, which is all about spirituality, introspection, and letting go of old patterns. This is a very introspective transit, and Mars is asking you to do some emotional housekeeping. If you have been holding on to past grievances, old wounds, or emotional baggage, now is the time to release them. Mars in Ardra is all about emotional transformation, and this transit will feel like an emotional detox for you. It might be intense, but ultimately you are being guided towards healing and renewal. Take this time for solitude and reflection, maybe through meditation, and allow yourself to process and heal old wounds. Leo, Mars is moving through your 11th house, which governs friendship, long term goals, and social networks. This is your time to step up and lead, Leo. If you have been thinking about taking on a leadership role in a group or community project, this transit gives you the energy to make things happen. Networking is key during this time, and Mars will push you to take the initiative in social situations. But remember, Leo with Mars's fiery energy, there is always the potential for conflict, especially in a group setting. So stay mindful of how you are interacting with others and focus on collaboration, not competition. Virgo, this Mars transit through your 10th house is all about career and public life. You will feel a strong push to take bold steps in your professional life. If you have been thinking about a promotion or a career change, Mars gives you the drive to act. This is the time to put your leadership skills on display and make a significant impact at work. Be mindful though, as Mars can lead to conflicts with authority figures. Stay calm and use your assertiveness wisely. Mars will also help you build a stronger public image, but remember, with this fiery energy, avoid impulsive actions. Focus on long term professional goals, and you will emerge from this period with increased recognition and career progress. Libra Lagna. With Mars transiting through your ninth house, this is a time to expand your horizons, whether through education, travel, or spiritual growth. If you have been contemplating going back to school or learning something new, Mars gives you the motivation to dive in. You will also feel drawn towards new philosophies or spiritual practices. Mars in Ardra Nakshatra can spark a desire for adventure, so travel might be on your mind. Take that trip you have been dreaming of. Just be careful not to be too impulsive in making big decisions. This transit helps you explore new ideas, expand your worldview, and push your boundaries in a positive direction. Scorpio Lagna. Mars is your ruling planet, and this transit of Mars in your 8th house brings intense energy. The 8th house deals with transformation, deep emotions, shared resources, and even hidden aspects of life. So, be ready because this is going to be a transformative period for you. Let's start with the idea of transformation. The 8th house is about endings and beginnings, and Mars gives you the courage to face some deep seated fears or emotional baggage you might have been avoiding. Maybe there is something in your past that needs to be resolved, whether it's a financial issue, an emotional wound, or even a relationship matter. Mars in Ardra Nakshatra is asking you to confront these head on so you can clear the way for new growth. Shared finances and resources are also going to be key themes during this time. If you are dealing with loans, taxes, or any kind of shared wealth with a partner, Mars will push you to take control of these matters. It's a good time to clarify financial obligations and ensure everything is balanced and fair. Also, do not forget the emotional intensity of this transit. Mars in Ardra will stir up your inner world, making you feel more introspective. You might be drawn to explore deeper emotional and psychological aspects of yourself, which can lead to profound personal growth. However, be mindful of power struggles in close relationships. Mars can make you more assertive, but try to avoid unnecessary communications. Sagittarius Lagna. Mars is now activating your 7th house, which governs relationships and partnerships. Whether it's a business partnership or a personal relationship, Mars is bringing a surge of energy to this area of life. If you have been feeling like your relationship could use a boost, Mars will push you to take action. You might feel more inclined to address any unresolved issues with your partner. This could be the perfect time to have those tough conversations, set boundaries, or take your relationships to the next level. Mars is giving you the courage to be direct and assert your needs. If you are in a business partnership, Mars can move projects forward. This is a great time to take the lead on collaborative efforts, but remember to balance your enthusiasm with clear communication. Mars's energy can be impulsive, so it's important to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Finally, negotiation and contracts may also come into focus during this transit. If you are entering into any agreements or formalizing a partnership, Mars gives you the confidence to advocate for yourself. Just be mindful of potential power struggles and aim for fairness in all your dealings. Capricorn Lagna. Mars is transiting through your 6th house, which focuses on work, health, and your daily routine. Mars in the 6th house brings a lot of energy to your work life, encouraging you to be productive and assertive in tackling tasks. If you have been feeling overwhelmed at work or dealing with a project that's been dragging on, Mars is here to help you power through. You will find that you are more motivated than usual to get things done, and this could be a period where you make significant progress in your professional life. However, be mindful of overworking yourself. Mars can lead to burnout if you don't pace yourself. Your health is also in focus during this transit. If you have been putting off a new fitness routine or need to improve your diet, now is the time to take control. Mars will give you the drive to make those necessary changes, whether it's hitting the gym, planning healthier meals, or addressing any health concerns you have been neglecting. And finally, this is a great time to organize your daily routines. Mars encourages you to streamline your schedule and declutter your workspace. If you have been procrastinating, this transit will push you to tackle those tasks head on. Aquarius Lagna. With Mars moving through your fifth house, this is a period filled with energy for creativity, romance, and self expression. The fifth house governs fun, creativity, and passion, so you will feel a strong drive to pursue your interest and connect with the playful side of life. If you have had a creative project in mind, whether it's writing, painting, or starting a new venture, Mars and Ardra Nakshatra will give you the motivation to bring those ideas to life. You will feel a burst of inspiration, and Mars will help you stay focused and push through any obstacles that stand in the way of your creative vision. When it comes to romance, Mars in the fifth house can bring a fiery, passionate energy to your relationships. If you're already in a relationship, this is a great time to reignite that spark and take things to the next level. If you're single, you may feel more confident in pursuing romantic interests. Mars will give you the boldness to go after what you want in love. Last, Mars also highlights your connection with children. This is a time when you might feel more inclined to engage with them, mentor them, or simply spend more time in their world. And finally, Pisces Lagna. For Pisces Lagna, Mars is now activating your fourth house, which governs home, family, and your emotional foundation. During this transit, you will feel a strong push to focus on your personal life, especially when it comes to your living situation and family dynamics. If you have been feeling the urge to make changes in your home, maybe it is redecorating, renovating, or even moving places, Mars is here to give you the energy and motivation to make it happen. It's time to take action and create a space that feels comfortable and secure for you and your loved ones. On a deeper level, this transit is about your emotional security as well. Mars in Ardra is pushing you to address any unresolved emotional issues within your family. If there have been any tensions or misunderstandings, this is the time to clear the air and strengthen your family connections. Mars will help you set boundaries, have those tough conversations, and create a more harmonious home environment. But remember, Mars can sometimes make us act impulsively. So be mindful of making quick decisions regarding family matters. Ensure that your action align with your long-term emotional well-being. Okay, before we wrap up, here are some quick practical tips for navigating the transit of Mars in Ardra Nakshatra no matter what your Lagna is. The first thing, focus on transformation. This transit is about breaking down old patterns, whether it is emotional baggage, outdated habits, or stale projects. Now is the time to clear the way for renewal. Second, be mindful of communication. The energy of Mars can make us more assertive, but it can also lead to sharp words. Be conscious of how you communicate with others, especially in conflict situations. And last, embrace courage. Mars is giving you the courage to confront things you have been avoiding. Whether it's a conversation, project, or personal change, now is the time to act. Just remember to balance that action with thoughtful reflection. With that, we come to the close of this session. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into Mars transit through Ardra Nakshatra. I hope you have gained some valuable insights into how this intense cosmic energy can influence your life. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more astrological updates. And feel free to drop any questions in the comments below. Until next time, stay blessed and keep looking up at the stars. Namaste. Thank you.